Happy New Year, T-Squad! Before we even get started, let me roll this back a quick second. You are looking at FedEx on my Ring camera delivering my Siser Romeo vinyl cutter. I caught it on sale and I'm not going to tell no fib. I was shocked when it showed up the very next day. I was not expecting that turnaround at all. Hey T-Squad, welcome back to Spilling Teas, your go-to for custom t-shirts, tutorials, design tips, and behind-the-scenes hustle. If you love do-it-yourself apparel, creativity, and turning it into cash, you are in the right place. All of my contact info is below in the description area. Don't hesitate to connect. Okay, today we're upgrading again. I swore I was done after the new laptop. Then came the printer. And let's be real, the setup wasn't truly complete without the star of the show. The powerhouse itself, the Siser Romeo cutter. Oh my goodness, you guys, I have been eyeballing this machine for months. It is so handsome and sleek to me, and I just had to have it. Romeo is my new boo, but I'm definitely keeping my Explorer Air 2 as my side piece. This video is not a sponsored video. I bought every single thing with my own coins, and I will be giving you my honest opinion about Mr. Romeo. And listen, I'm all about having things set up the right way. So before we even crack open the Romeo box, I'm putting together a brand new 40 by 24 inch Concetta electric standing desk that I grabbed from Walmart for only about $89 because a machine like Siser Romeo, it deserves its own home base. Once that desk is built and ready, then we are unboxing Romeo and seeing what this beast can really do. So let's go. Let's jump right in. Okay, you guys, just so you know, a timestamp is in my description in case you need to get further along. But I want to give a quick shout out to Delonda from Crafting with Delonda for the discount code because listen, we all love a good deal around here. And a huge shout out to Atlanta Vinyl. They are black owned, based in Smyrna, Georgia. And guess what, T-Squad? I have a discount code for you all too, and it'll also be linked right below in the description. Definitely check them out. Now about this box was heavy. My first thought was, let me just slide this box up onto the table and open it from there. But that wasn't happening. So instead, I stepped in front of it, lifted it up, and that worked way better. Once it was up, I pulled the plastic off and started removing the foam and just laid everything out on the table so I could actually see what I was working with. I took the desk parts out of their individual plastic wraps and lined them up, and at that point, I glanced at the directions. Having already built a standing desk before, it all came back pretty quickly, so I just jumped right on in. I lined up the legs, attached them to the brackets, and started tightening everything down with the Allen wrench that came in the box. And let me tell you, building this on the table instead of the floor, game changer, okay? My back thanked me immediately. This way is way faster, cleaner, and way more comfortable. But once everything was together, I lifted it off the table, plugged it in, and powered it on just to make sure everything worked. I raised it all the way up to see how far it went, and that height was perfect. I'll show you exactly why I wanted it that high in just a second. You all know I had to do my famous pose, y'all. Yes, this is the popular pose from that old TV game show, The Price is Right, from back in the day. My grandmother Julia and I used to watch that show all the time when I was a little girl. I used to wish that was my job. And speaking of grandmothers, I just want to take a moment to say that I unfortunately lost my last living grandmother, over the holidays, who passed away at 101 years old. This was my mother's mom. She was a true, sweet, faithful soul, and I will miss her dearly. So please keep my family and I in prayer. And if I don't get a like for anything else, at least consider giving me a like on this video for still showing up for y'all and making these videos. I told you all, I am here for you. This is my job too. So, you know what? I want to play a quick game. If you know me like you think you know me, tell me in the comments, where else do I do that Price is Right pose? First person to get it right, I want to buy you lunch. I'm sending you $50 via Cash App. This is just my way of having a little fun with you all and spicing things up a bit for the new year. Once I reply to your comment letting you know you won, you've got 24 hours to email me your Cash App info. If I don't get a response, I'm moving on to the next correct answer. So anyway, I proceeded to roll the desk into the new spot. I noticed my Epson printer setup is going to need a little rearranging. The rear tray was brushing up against the desk control panel. But I'll handle that later though, because at this point, I was ready to unbox the star of the show. I got the cutter up on the desk. Heavy, but definitely manageable. And I was honestly geeked. I had to do a whole little happy dance because I wasn't even planning to buy this cutter. But then I said, why not? I already upgraded the laptop. I upgraded the printer. Might as well upgrade the cutter too. As soon as I lifted it out of the box, I could tell they packed this thing extremely well. And I don't blame them not one bit. This machine is beautiful. I started removing the protective foam and checking everything out. Inside the box, it came with a solid operation manual, 2 6x12 Siser heat transfer vinyl sheets for test cuts, the blades, the marker adapter, a USB cable, a material roll holder, and the power cord. To be honest, I had no clue what that material holder was at first. It definitely didn't look like it went with the Romeo, and I was really wondering about this. More on that a little later though. Before carrying it, I checked the weight to make sure it wasn't too heavy for me to carry the distance I needed to. In case you are thinking of getting a Romeo, which is 24 inches wide, it weighs about 21 pounds. The dimensions are 36.5 inches long, 7.25 inches wide, and 7.75 inches in height. This was helpful for me to be able to determine where I was going to fit this thing, and that's exactly why I bought a new standing desk, because without it, I had nowhere to fit it. That's as deep as I'm going on the specs for now. My main goal today is simple. Make sure there's no damage, power it on, register the cutter, connect it to Wi-Fi, and install Leonardo Design Space, and run my first test cut. And later in the video, I will be referring to Leonardo Design Studio as LDS because I don't feel like saying all of that. Anyway, one of the biggest reasons I bought this cutter is because you can cut without a mat. I used to dream of that feature. If you do bulk orders, you already know this alone is going to save a ton of time. If bulk orders are your thing, I also have an ebook breaking down how I handle them with a Cricut. And yes, those same principles absolutely apply here too. I'll link the ebook and the breakdown video in the description below if you want to turn weeks of bulk work into days. Once the cutter was on its new desk, I noticed something I didn't even realize the desk had. Built-in wire hose. That was a nice surprise. My main focus when buying the desk was width, making sure the cutter had a stable base that fully supported it. I fed the cords through the hose, plugged everything in, and powered it on. Now I'm just going to show you exactly what I did once the machine was powered up. In the manual on page 3, it walks you through setting the cutter up online. I went to the website listed, downloaded the software that comes free with the machine, selected my cutter model, and created an account. After verifying my email, it asks for the serial number. Now this is located right underneath the cutter. Then you name your cutter whatever you want to name it. You select your country and state, enter your purchase date, and choose where you bought it. Mine, again, was purchased online from Atlanta Vinyl. Once that was done, I hit register and it gave me the option to download LDS. And I'm running Windows 11 Pro, so I selected that version and saved it to my downloads. Alright, so once the software installs, the next thing that pops up is the license agreement. I skim through it, make sure I'm cool with everything, click I accept, then I hit next, and honestly from there, you are just riding the wave. Keep clicking next until it won't let you click next anymore. And when it's done, hit finish, and that's when LDS finally opens up. At that point, you'll either sign in or create an account if you don't already have one. Once it authenticates, it asks you a few questions. Nothing crazy, just enough to get a feel for how you work, so it can customize your experience. Go ahead and answer those. Then you'll be prompted to either start a trial or choose a plan. Now, remember that material roll holder I mentioned earlier? This is it. I'm showing it to you from the front, but realistically, I'd place it behind the cutter. You just lay your vinyl roll onto it, feed it straight through the machine from the back, and the roller helps guide the vinyl smoothly in the direction it is supposed to go. I've got one more thing to say about this roll holder later, so don't let me forget. We'll circle back to it. Next, there's a lever on the back right side of the cutter. You want to lower that lever to raise the rollers. Do this before you try to run anything, because you'll need it lowered to remove the plastic roller covers. Don't skip that step, trust me. Now let's talk tools. From left to right, you've got the marker adapter, the blade housing, two 45-degree blades, and one 60-degree blade. I'll show you exactly which one is which once the machine is powered on. Quick tip though, the 45-degree blades have red caps and the 60-degree blade has blue cap. The sharp part is protected by those caps, so no panic there. Before I put the blade in, I loosened both the gold and silver rings on the blade housing, turning them counterclockwise, lefty-loosey. Then I pressed the button at the top, flipped it upside down. I dropped the blade in with the pointed side facing out. Released the button and let the blade settle right into place. Now this is where people start overthinking. A lot of folks get tripped up on how much blade should be sticking out. Let me save you the stress. It barely needs to show. I mean barely. Think about the thickness of a debit card. That's about the amount of blade exposure you want. No more than that. If you need to adjust it, twist the upper screw to the right to expose a little blade, or to the left if you need less. Once you've got it where you want it, you lock it in place by tightening the gold ring. Then secure everything with the silver ring by twisting it clockwise. Now imagine you are standing behind my cutter, looking down into it from the right side. That's the angle I have placed the camera. You insert the blade housing, blade side down, and make sure that black piece sits right on top of the first ridge on the red blade housing. After that, tighten the silver screw on the black piece to secure the blade housing in place. All right, test cut time. Now here's the 12 by 12 Siser cutting board that came in the box. That's a guide on the left that shows you exactly how far to place the board or your vinyl if you're cutting without a mat. And yes, I struggled here for a minute, not because the machine was complicated, but because I forgot to lower the roller lever in the back. The lever next to the power cord raises and lowers the pinch rollers. There are also smaller levers on the pinch rollers themselves. Flipped up increases tension. Flipped down decreases it. You can move the rollers wherever you need, but make sure they are sitting over the grip marks for proper traction. Once everything's lined up, raise the lever back up and you are good. At this point though, life happened and I had to stop to go to work. This is the story of my life. Let's move right along, shall we? So, a day or two later, I came back, opened LDS, and typed out Detroit because that's my city and I love it. But the software prompted me to finish setting up the machine. I chose Bluetooth setup, another big reason I wanted this cutter. I followed the prompts and honestly, the setup was smooth, no headaches. Page 4, step 7 in the manual walks you through selecting the presets for the test cut. The touchscreen on the machine is one of my favorite features. It is bright, responsive, and makes navigating options super easy. Pages 6 through 10 in the manual go deep into that if you want to learn it from inside and out. I did the recommended test cut, the little t-shirt shape, and yes, I messed it up the first time because my cutting board was too far over. But the second try was perfect. It weeded perfect. Then I wanted to really see what it could do. So I sent the Detroit text to the cutter and it cut beautifully. Weeding was smooth too because I selected Siser EasyWeed vinyl and the software already had the correct pressure and speed dialed in. One feature I absolutely love is being able to cut a box around your design. That alone saves vinyl, reduces waste, and cuts down your weeding time. That is a super dope feature to me. I love that. I'll save this vinyl for a future project. Before I forget, during one of my learning sessions with the Romeo, something caught me completely off guard. I got prompted to verify my mailing address, and I'm thinking, okay. Next thing I know, I found out they are sending me a Juliet material roll holder, honey. Yes, I was like, what? I was so happy. I was genuinely happy about that because listen, the Romeo is a beautiful cutter, and that roll holder I was originally using, it just didn't feel like it matched the machine. So getting a matching holder, that absolutely made my day. Huge thank you to Siser North America for really going above and beyond for your customers. That kind of attention to detail matters, and I truly appreciated it. And honestly, you guys, that wraps up my equipment upgrades for now, at least for a while. I hope this helped you learn more about the Siser Romeo and decide whether it is the right machine for you. If this video helped you out, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Please help this channel get to 1,000 subscribers so I don't feel like I'm on a 40-year probationary period as a YouTuber. Alright, T-Squad. Don't forget, new content every Sunday. Stay cool, calm, and creative. Much love.